Hey everybody, I'm Jake. This is Fast Lane Classic Cars in St. Charles, Missouri, 15 minutes outside St. Louis to the west. And today we have a very cool car with a very low amount of miles on it. This is a 2022 Shelby GT500 with 117.4 miles. So it's basically brand spanking new, and it is awesome. It's in Oxford white, which looks tremendous. You have the stripes on here, which are actually blue if you get up close to them. I think they're very pretty. You got this cool hood with hood pins, carbon fiber track pack on this car as well. 5.2 liter supercharged V8. It's got the Tremec 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, black two-tone Recaro seats, two-piece vented rotors with Brembo calipers, and the exposed carbon fiber wheels, which look amazing. And look how big those brakes are. These are 20-inch wheels, and those brakes take up all the real estate it can in there. Those brakes are probably the same size as the wheels on my Camry over there. This thing means business, that's for sure. And you know it means business because it also has an engine oil cooler, line lock, launch control, and to stay comfortable, it has the MagneRide suspension system as well. It's got a Torsen differential with 373 gears. Again, like I said, it has the carbon fiber track pack, so you have carbon fiber absolutely everywhere. Massive carbon fiber wing on the back, the vinyl stripes, and a Bang & Olufsen sound system. Let's take a look on the inside here. There's those beautiful two-tone Recaro seats that are leather with, it looks like Alcantara inserts on the inside. You got the Shelby badge in there. Recaro there on the side. It says Ford Performance in the sill. Very nice. Door cards to match. A little closer look at the interior. You have the big, I think it's a 12-inch LCD touchscreen in there. There's your shifter, I guess you could call it, that little dial, because it's an automatic. You do have paddles though, so you put this thing in track mode and you can paddle shift it. You got carbon fiber all over the dash as well. Extra gauges here in the middle. Bang & Olufsen speaker up there. And you also have the rear seat delete option back there, which I think is cool. I guess you have more room for groceries and stuff. You were probably never gonna put people back there anyway, so might as well make it a little bit lighter, give you some more space. It even still has the plastic on a lot of the stuff in here. You see the plastic on the visor. Plastic is still on the gauges there in the front, hasn't been peeled off. And because of the low mileage, we aren't gonna drive it today. I am gonna start it up and let you guys hear it, of course. But I don't want to put any more miles on it than it has because it's, like I said, basically brand spanking new. And it looks just super menacing from basically every angle. Massive exhaust pipes down here. Quad exit exhaust, which is never not cool. Again, the blue stripes go all the way to the back. Another Shelby badge back here in this beautiful carbon fiber wing. That looks absolutely awesome. You also got the stripes down there on the side. Massive side skirts as well, with some more aero on it because GT500. And again, more plastic on the sill on the passenger side. And it's just supremely cool. And right now I'm gonna start it up, kind of run through some of the modes on the dashboard, let you see that stuff, let you hear it. And then I'm just gonna put it back up to the main, and it's gonna wait here patiently for someone to buy it. And I think you should buy it because it's very cool. All right, inside the GT500 now, you have a push button start, which is outlined in red down here, so you feel like a fighter pilot. There it goes. Low on gas, that's all right, we're not going anywhere. So this is what the dash looks like right when you get in it. And you have your mode buttons down here. You have an exhaust modes, and you have driving modes down here as well. Traction control, which I would never touch because you kind of need that on, I feel like, with the amount of power that this thing is making. Big LCD screen in the middle, like I said. And then up here on the dash is where you're gonna see your modes change. So I can go from normal to sport mode, and it changes the dash up a little bit, and then from normal to track mode, it changes it again. And it says for track use, see manual. I don't need the instructions. And then you can also change your exhaust, so you can be in quiet mode with the track dash. But why would you ever do that when you can listen to your car? Because it sounds amazing. So why would you ever put it in any mode but track? I would want to listen to this all the time. You also have oil pressure up here on the dash, and it looks like temperature, oil temperature over there. Everything in here is in pristine condition, of course. You also have modes over here for your suspension settings for the Magna Ride, Sport and Track, and then you have your steering modes. So you can customize this however you want. You can have comfort steering and suspension, but loud exhaust if you're just cruising around, which is how I would probably have it most of the time. And then you have a GT500 badge over here with the chassis number, so you know which one you got. Again, the carbon fiber is just so cool in here. And it's wrapped in leather on the dash. It's very nice, actually. All right, let's walk around it real quick. At idle, it's actually pretty tame, but it wakes up fairly quickly. And I think this is one of the best looking cars Ford has ever made. This generation of Mustang in general is fantastic looking in my opinion. And I think the GT500 is just the culmination of all the work they've done to make this thing look and drive absolutely phenomenally. And this is one of the best specs I've seen. We've had GT500s here, but the white with the dark blue and the stripes, that kind of looks black from some angles, but you can definitely tell it's blue. The hood vents, the hood pins, the big splitter that says Shelby on it, the exposed carbon fiber wheels, which is the coolest option I think you can get on these cars. Just amazing. I'm gonna drive it up to the other building now, and someone can come up and buy it. And if I had the money, I would take it home. But I also live in an apartment, which means I don't have a garage. And I definitely wouldn't set this thing outside. It's too nice. And you can also see on the dash there, 117.4 miles. Again, I don't want to add any mileage to it, but there's a chance I hit 117.5 driving it to our other building. Take this curve at a sharp angle, because it doesn't have the most ride height in the world. It's actually not super low, but when you have a big splitter and stuff, you want to be careful. Here's another one of our Mustangs. This one is in the Celine flavor. That's a 2023, I believe, also with barely any miles on it. That's something like 850 horse, so even more than this GT500. I don't know, I think I'd take the GT500 still. I like the white on white, but I also like the carbon fiber. And you just pop this thing back in the park like so. Flex on everybody real quick, show them you mean business, and then hit your fighter pilot button down here to shut it back off. If you want to know more about this car, we should have a ride up on the website soon, or by the time you're watching this video, it might already be there. You can look at complete photo sets for all of our cars, including this one, at www.fastlinecars.com. Interior, exterior, engine bay, everything. You can see it up close and personal there. You can also call us at 636-940-9969 or email us at sales@fastlinecars.com if you don't feel like talking on the phone. Other than that, this thing is tremendous. It's an absolutely flawless, brand new condition, and I hope one of you comes and buys it. I will see you guys in the next one.